What's up everyone, SuperaTom here, and in today's video we are going to go super in depth and show you everything you want to know about Kazuha's toolkit so you can clearly see whether or not he's going to be worth your Primogems. Disclaimers as always guys, this is a fan service prediction video only, and the stats of Kazuha that are shown in this video is not a representation of the final product in any way, which is subjected to change upon MiHoYo in the final release. So with that out of the way, let's just hop into the video. Now, from what you may or may have known, Kazuha will very well be the first character from Inazuma we meet in the official game, and is said to be coming in the second banner of patch 1.6 after clear rerun. If you're wondering what kind of character Kazuha is going to be like, here I am going to show you an exact illustration of how MiHoYo have created him.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, Chemical X.
And so Kazuha was born. Wow, that really brings me back to my childhood. And as you have seen, that is how pretty much Kazuha is like a fusion between Venti, Zhongli, and Xiao. He has crowd control like Venti, damage buff like Zhongli, and a huge plunge damage like Xiao. And for that, you will be using him either as a main DPS or support. He's a bit similar like Jin too, being a jack of all trades, but Jin is more toward a healing support, while Kazuha is more of combat oriented. Now we will go deeper into Kazuha's stats to see how he's going to be a good fit as a DPS support. Kazuha's E skill will damage enemies in an AoE around him, pull them in, launch them up, and also launching him into the air like Venti's E would. From there, he can execute a special plunging attack that then creates a small cyclone drawing in enemies like Venti's ultimate. He can do this while in mid-air just like Xiao, and has a hold version which deal greater and larger AoE damage. So to make it easier for you to imagine how insane Kazuha DPS output can be, here's a comparison between Kazuha's E plunging attack up with Xiao's plunging attack during his ult, assuming both characters has their talent to level 8. So for the damage calculation with Kazuha, it will be 307.2% for initial AoE damage, plus 349.3% plunging attack damage, and also plus that with 200 additional elemental damage because that's what his first talent unlocks give. That would be a total of 856.5% damage. And as for Xiao's ultimate plunging attack, it's 349.3% plunging damage plus 86.1 bonus damage, and that equals to 435.4%. So on the surface, Kazuha can deal twice as much damage with his E plunging attack compared to Xiao's ult. But since Xiao's ult can do multiple jumps in quick session, this will help Xiao deal more damage in the long run. However, Kazuha may have certain advantages. His E plunging doesn't consume HP or energy like Xiao's would. After plunging, unlike Xiao, which pushes the enemies away, Kazuha instead will suck them in, which allows you for better combo attack. So that's a look at his potential DPS output. Now, what's about his support potential? So Kazuha's ultimate deals damage with a single slash, similar like to how Chao's ultimate would, and after that creates a field that continuously damages and launch enemies up like Sucrose. This field can absorb element and deal additional damage for a while after it's being cast. Now, comparing Kazuha's ult damage with Venti's damage, Kazuha has certain advantages. Kazuha's burst has a large AoE, and the area of effect I would say is about as large as Ganyu's burst would. And unlike Venti's burst that sucks in enemy up into the air, they are now still on the ground, so it's easier for the character to attack. But here's what makes Kazuha's support skill to be superior to many support characters out there. His passive talent allows him to increase the party elemental damage equals to 0.03% of Kazuha's elementary mastery. This can actually be stacked with a 4-piece Viridescent. And let's say with a normal build of 400 elementary mastery on a character, the damage bonus can go up to 52%, 40% from the very decent, and 12% from Kazuha's passive talent. So that's an in-depth look into the damage and support capability that Kazuha may be able to do, assuming all the current information on his stats are correct or won't be changed by MiHoYo. Even at C0, he's going to be a phenomenal support DPS who provides really good crowd control, huge elemental buff to the party as well as damage scaling. His kit excels where other anemo character for shots like Xiao's plunging damage and Venti's ult that sucks enemies up into the air. Therefore, if your team currently lacks a decent DPS or great crowd control, attack buff support character, then Kazuha is definitely going to be worth it. However, if you have already made Xiao and Venti, Kazuha might not be worth it to spend more Primogems on because Xiao and Venti has already provided a part of support and DPS that Kazuha owns. Well guys, I hope this video have been of some help to you to see whether Kazuha is a good addition to your team or to save Primogem for, Ayaka. If you have any further questions, feel free to drop down in the comments and I will get you there. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel as I post daily content bringing you the latest guides, news and updates about Genshin Impact with some funny moments as a cherry on top. With that, this is Tom wishing everyone a super day.